God damn, of course the fucking game is broken. Swore that I knew this day would come. Play a damn broken game. Alright. Alright, let's see if I go back to the, let's go back to the nurse's office. Maybe I missed something. Really pissed me off. Oh, whoops. Alright, I'll do everything that it was supposed to do in here again. Check, like, the blood stain and shit. When the kills, blah blah blah. Check this. Then leave. Then he's not here. Is the game still broken? I think it is. I'm 99% sure my game's actually broken. Seems to be fixed. Examining Toko, the hammer on the floor, Sakura mentions Celeste attacked with Jess's hammer and with Jess's hammer too. Break the bad news to them out in the hall. Celeste has some bad news of her own after some scenes that occurred. Once inside, examine the hammers on the wall. The hammers are in similar designs to the Justice hammers. I did that. The spotless hammer. Truth. Let me check my truth bullets real quick. Okay, I have 9. Which is enough. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm missing 1. Oh, wait. Oh, so I have 8. And I'm supposed to... And my 9th one is supposed to be exit the point at some point if it hasn't already. Yeah, it's broken. Your mom intro plays. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the game's broken. Can Midori stop sending me fucking memes? Like I swear, I'm gonna block him for fuck's sakes. I don't want your goddamn memes at 3 in the fucking morning when I'm trying to sleep. What the fuck? Oh, wait, there's fast travel? No one told me there was fast travel! Oh. Looks like I'm supposed to do something there. I think I'm missing something there. Because there's a giant exclamation mark in the way. I think I'm missing something. That's the wrong room. I thought it was the nurse's office. It looks like I'm missing something because there's a giant exclamation mark in the nurse's office. Okay, let's check everything here. Do I have to do anything with her?
Indeed?
Yeah. Yo, mama stink. Yeah, I think the game is broken. What the fuck? Yeah. No. I'm certain that there's something wrong with my game. Because Byakuya should have been like, hey, what's up, bitch, and gave me the fucking thing, but he didn't. Okay, I'm gonna use the restroom. I'll be right back. I gotta go take a fat stinky poop. Because that's funny.
I'm back.
Stinky Elias, bro. Maybe I missed something in the room with Toko. How do I go there? Wait. Fast travel, you bitch. I will finally be uploading another Last Reacts video. Nice. I know, where's Toko? She's in the laboratory. What am I doing? I don't know. Maybe I missed something in here. Look at this. Oh, this tarp. I feel like I've seen it somewhere, and there's just recently too. Wait, isn't that where he? Oh yeah, whoops. Isn't that? Wait. That's the tarp from the fucking. That's under him, right? I guess I missed that. Probably use triangle more. Oh, whoa, shit. Yay! The game fixed! You have? I wanted to thank you for what you did. Not for that meant, but for you ended up. This little game of ours is interesting indeed. You should go to Hero's room. Oh, let me give you this. Meet me in the dining hall. Does it know that Hero wrote to get us all to meet up, right? You don't remember it well. Well, the penmanship was pretty remarkable, so I left an impression. It's all clear now. Anyways, it makes sense, right? This is a trap. What is? Things grow ever more exciting. What are you talking about? I've already repaid my debt. I don't owe you any more explanation. Goodbye. Let's go. The game isn't broken anymore. What's waiting for me there? Yeah, you can upload the reactions of all of the deaths, or my reactions to all their deaths. And re-upload it. Oh, nice. Yeah, I give you full permission. Just don't do anything bad with it. That's pretty much the only thing I don't want you to do. Just don't make it, and just don't do anything bad with it. Just upload my reactions. That's all I need you to do. Yeah, I don't remember which. I think the one that was 5 hours long definitely had a death. I don't remember which one it was. I don't know, maybe you could work together. It's definitely somewhere in it's definitely in the 5 hour stream. There's definitely a death there. Maybe 2, I don't know. Alright, let's see, which one is his? Looking at this one, it's over here. The door's unlocked, I guess I can go inside. Bianca did say, look, it's not me. Great idea, but I'm gonna take a plunge. Alright, do my research, yeah. Just like, skim through it. God damn. This is Hero's room. There's all kind of weird stuff in here. Where'd he even get all this from? More importantly, he still hasn't turned up, which means he can't really complain if I don't get his permission to search his room, right? I think there's something in the cardboard box. It's blueprint for something, and something made of, looks like a cardboard plastic. Is this Robo Justice? And it's in Hero's room, but wait. These blueprints, something about them bothers me. I think they're setting this too obvious. I don't think it's Hero. Pretty normal bed, just like the one in my room. In the bathroom. I'll just check the bathroom. There's nothing in here. I'm pretty grungy though. How's a bathroom even get this dirty? A surveillance camera. No point in worrying about it now. I shouldn't forget about it. That's a little danger open death? Yeah. Is that it? Okay, yeah. Makoto! Big news! Big news! What's wrong? We found Kyoko! What? Is she okay? Where is she? Wait, I wasn't done. There's more big news.
Just a second.
Robo Justice showed up too. Robo Justice. It was Hero wearing the costume. Anyways, as soon as you can, head to the pool on the second floor. The thing Hero and Kyoko would turn up at the same time. Anyways, I have to head to the pool. I ran off the second floor as fast as I could. Good to be back in business, yeah, considering your only upload is Joel's death, right? Kyoko, and...
I mean...
Phew, man. I had the worst day. Hero? I have many questions, but let's not talk to you. Robo Justice finally made an appearance, huh? I guess Kyoko's the one that found him! Try to edit on computer. It is. Apparently, the ridiculous object is Hero. I asked Kyoko for the details if I were you. I know I'm gonna ask everyone but her first. I am positive that the suspicious individual that attacked me. That he is the suspicious individual.
Right.
Download it, please, to crop it. Yeah. Well, what you can do is you can use OBS and, like, clip and then, like, record the clips. I found Hero. He was jammed into the pool room locker. It looked like he was fast asleep, so I kicked him and he woke up.
Don't be mean!
Oh, I still can't believe you kicked me. You could have been a little more gentle about it, like, I don't know, caress my face or something. That's creepy. Anyways, Kyoko, where have you been all this time? You just disappeared off some without a trace. There was something I had to check up on. What do you mean? Never mind. I can't never mind.
Nothing.
Never mind. More importantly, she says that, but does everyone have an idea? Does she know people think she might be spying for the mastermind? First of all, Hero, you need an explanation to us why you're dressed like that. Oh, well, I mean, I have no idea. KSI gets big views. I know. On 1 second I was asleep. I don't even know what happened. Then I woke up and I was here. I don't care. Do something about that costume. It pains me just to look at you.
Huh?
Well, I don't know what's up with this thing, but I can't actually get it off. A little help? Why would you make something that you can't take off by yourself?
Got it all wrong!
I didn't make this stupid friggin' thing.
It would seem...
There's a clasp on the back that's keeping you from getting it off. It looks pretty sturdy, so I don't think you can get it off on your own. We don't really have a choice. Let's help him. It took everyone's help, but slowly we were able to get Hero out of the suit. It took a few minutes, but eventually we got all the pieces off. We were free at last. Isn't it kind of weird how perfectly the suit fits, Hero?
So then...
More to the point, nobody but Hero would be able to wear that costume. Wait, what? Hold on a sec.
Honestly.
Don't bother trying to act innocent. The blueprints were in your room as well.
Is that okay?
In other words, it is obvious that everyone knows that you made this costume. That's true, I saw the blueprints myself. Yeah, me too.
Could it be...
Then it's obvious. Oh, that's obvious. The one who put this costume on and went around attacking everyone
terrible.
Was Hero! Shall we tie him up and gag him?
Just the worst.
Good idea. We wouldn't want him killing anyone else. What? Tie me up! Hold on, guys. I think that's going a little far.
That's right.
He may be a suspect, but he deserves a fair treatment. Yeah, I mean, attacking blueprints, I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
What the heck?
You can't talk your way out of this. It's been decided you killed them. What? Killed you? I have no idea what you're talking about. There must be a fake Hero running around. Where's Tikami? The Genocide Jill? I don't know. And I don't know, it could be anywhere.
What are you saying?
You're the only one who can wear this costume. So who else could it possibly be the costumed attacker?
What the heck?
How do you know I'm the only one? Maybe you should try it on yourself before you convict me.
Okay.
Fine, if you're gonna be a jerk about it, I will. Play blue hair boy. I don't remember who that is. If I'm missing, Hina started putting on the Robo Justice costume.
Huh. See?
Ha,
Look.
see you look?
See how loose it is? I mean, come on. I'm blind as a bat in here. Can't see my feet at all. I'm surprised you got anywhere in this thing.
I'm telling you, it wasn't me!
And not to mention, you totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
That's not a very nice thing to say. I mean, it's not like I made it. I just got caught up in the moment.
Well, either way, now we know for sure, right? I mean, it seems pretty clear that nobody but Hero could have fit into this dumb costume.
In a huff, Hina took the suit back off again. Well, now you're out of excuses.
No.
No. it's because you were a girl. If it was another guy, then Makoto, go ahead. Okay. Against my will, I picked up the pieces of the force, tried putting them on. It's no good. The arms are too long. There's no way I can wear them.
Just a second.
See, I told you it was impossible. Could do voice acting in other parts. I know. Like, I don't get why. I don't get it. Like, I would rather it have no voice acting than like some random voice acting here and then. I would rather them do what Doki Doki did, where they just didn't have actual voices. Besides, I think Monica talked like once. I could be wrong though. Well, but I think no. The only part Monica talked in was at the end of the game when she was singing. But I would rather them have no talking than just random ass like actual speaking moments. It makes no sense. You are absolutely right. It seems this costume was made to hit Hiro's body exactly.
But
then there's another costume. They must have one that looks the same but fits them.
Honestly.
If you insist on this line of defense, then show us some evidence.
what the heck?
Evidence? You claim there is another suit. Yes, then you must find it and show it to us. What the heck?
Just the worst.
Lies for X is sad TikTok. I don't remember that. Who cares? Hero's the only one without an alibi during this whole thing anyway.
That's terrible.
Which is how we know it was him.
What?
I mean, is it really true? I have no idea what's been happening. Could someone, like, tell me? Robot just... Okay. Everyone first.
What the heck?
There's no talking your way out of this one. You know everyone knows you've done it. She looks like she's lost in thought. I don't think she's in the mood to talk about it or leave her alone.
Oh.
I certainly did not expect Hiro and Kyoko to turn up at the same time. But where has been Kyoko hiding all this time? I have no idea. Perhaps she is really working for the mastermind. What else would explain her questionable behavior? But you are quite protective of her, yes? That's because she helped me out so much until now. If I were the mastermind, that is exactly what I'd do to earn your trust. Yeah, he is kind of sus. It's looking more and more like it really was a setup.
What the heck?
If you don't tell me what's going on, how am I supposed to understand? I think I figured out that someone's been killed, right? Hey, Makoto, who was it? Well, 2 people were killed, Taka and Hifumi. What? 2 people?
Just the worst.
Why are you freaking out? You did it!
Please.
I did not. Wait, hold on. If those 2 are the ones that were killed...
How about that?
That's it, I know who did it!
So then...
You may as well tell us then. Taka and Hifumi are fighting over Alter Ego,
I'm
right?
at least 30%
Which means Alter
right.
Ego and Ashiguro must have done it. I see, that's unfortunate.
Please.
Huh? Unfortunate?
What the heck?
Stop trying to trick us. Just admit that you did it, okay? I'm telling you, you got it all wrong.
Oh, so
I know that. No. Last night someone slipped a weird note under my door. And here's what it said. I found a hole. Maybe we can use it to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone for now. Let's meet up in the rec room at 1 a.m. But the last thing I remember is going to the rec room, and for some reason I fell asleep. That blonde boy's a real detective? Yeah.
Hey.
The real killer probably drugged me or something.
Just the worst.
Not a chance.
So...
No, hold on. He could be onto something. That nurse's office did have chemicals that could do that. I was thinking that. What, really? I told you, someone's trying to set me up. A secret pass is a chance to help escape. Someone wrote that all to trick me. Even if it's true, you must be the first dumb fish to bite every piece of bait that floats in front of you. Fuck you, Otter Frick. Oh, yeah, you did spell blonde wrong, I think. Did you? I don't know. Yeah, I have a new follower that blocked my fucking webcam, thank you. Well, after being trapped here for so long, even if you know it's a lie, you still gotta check, right? Yeah. They preyed me on my desire to get out of here. They deceived me. I still don't buy it.
Don't be mean.
Well, you should buy it.
Just a second.
Okay, then show us that note. With pleasure. I have it right here in my, pocket.
No way.
Looks like I lost it. Yeah, sure.
Please.
Please, you gotta believe me. I want her to fly. As I said before, if you want us to believe you, you must produce evidence. Can you show us that note? I have no particular issue with what you claim, but if you want us to believe you, give us a reason. What the heck? Was serious? Now then, shall we resume our investigation? There's no time to waste before the class trial begins. Why do we need to keep investigating? We already know who did it.
What the heck?
Why did you kill them? Tell us, hero! No, it's like I said.
Just the worst.
Was it really to get the money Monokuma offered us? Yeah, that must be it. You must be totally broke, and that's why. Wait, that's a false accusation. Someone help me.
What are you saying?
Just be thankful we haven't bound and gagged you. If you have time to yell and carry on, you have time to search for your evidence, right? It's because she's black. She's confusing. You're right. I need to look for the second suit and that note. Feet, don't fail me now. I guess I better go back on guard duty. I was gonna ask Toka or Genocide Jack to switch with me, but she and Sakura got into a fight. We have a catastrophe on our hands. Well, bye. One by one, everyone peeled away. Makoto, do you have a second? Huh? I want you to help me with the investigation. It looks like I got a late start on this one, so I need to make up some ground. Sure, I don't mind helping, but you can promise me something? Later when we have time, you gotta tell me why you disappeared.
Why is that?
No. They reject me so simply.
Anyway.
Anyways, I need your help. You don't mind, do you? Okay.
Shall we go?
Thanks. Now then, shall we?
Hey.
So, Makoto, first I'd like to examine the corpses. Examine the corpses? I can't believe I'm hearing that from the girl the same age as me.
Correct.
Dead bodies don't lie, you know. They tell the truth far more easily than the living.
Hey.
Wouldn't you agree? How am I supposed to answer? Anyways, we have to hurry before the class trial begins. Yeah, you're right. Okay then, show me where the bodies are. They're in the repository, and I guess we should head that way now. LMAO. Could you sus Elias? No. I don't think it's Hiro, because they're making it far too obvious that it was him. I think they're setting him up. I definitely don't think it's Hiro, because it's way too obvious for it to be him. It's way too obvious for it to be him. Unless the people who made this are really dumb, I don't think it's him. Stop spamming before I ban you. Well, put you in a timeout, but still. Ban. Himfumi and Taka. For a moment, Kyoko seemed to go rigid, but only for a moment.
So then.
Well then, let's get started. She crouched down next to Taka without hesitation, began poking and prodding the bodies.
I knew it.
The Munakama file was right. They were killed using similar weapons. Her movements were smooth. She was so calm. Seeing how comfortable she was actually made me feel a little more comfortable.
So,
Yeah, I know. Doesn't Kyoko get creeped out poking at dead bodies and stuff? Probably not. There are many. Oh no.
So then.
I see.
Makoto, I found something. You did? Remember the wristwatch that Taka always wore on his left hand? He did? Are you so oblivious to the people around you? Do you dislike other people that much? No, that's not it. Anyways, you said they had a watch.
So then.
Take a look. It's broken. You can see the hands aren't moving, right? It's most likely broke when he had his encounter with his assailant. And if you notice, his hands are frozen just past 6 o'clock. So that would mean the watch was broken sometime just after 6.
That's right.
But last night Taka's watch definitely wasn't broken. Hey, you! Hold on, we can keep us waiting. Taka's irritated voice pierced at the air as he stared at his wristwatch. It's almost 10 o'clock, you know that? Bedtime for all the little boys and girls. Where's Takumi? I don't know. Yeah, they're dead. They're dead.
In other words.
What's up, Violet? So if it worked at 10 last night, it would have been broken at 6 p.m. Meaning it must have happened at 6 this morning.
However.
And that's another. Look at Taka's left hand. Appears to be gripping something. You're right, there is something. Can you try to pry it out?
Because...
Me. Rigor mortis has already set in. Boys are better suited to this kind of manner of labor, right? Okay. I want to... Oh, manual. The ice-cold hand was nearly enough to cause my heart to stop beating. After some effort, I finally freed the object that finally clenched his fist. A piece of paper. Wasn't that all? Was that all he had in his hand? Yeah, that's it. Just a little scrap of paper. Doesn't seem like much of a clue, does it?
Right?
I wonder about that. Kyoko turned to Himfumi's body. Like a sus to Kami? Disappear everywhere.
So then.
Isn't he... Wait, what? Check Himfumi's body now. Perhaps he has left a few clues of his own. Right now. How the killer is able to move. Wait. what if he moved himself? It's not likely. But what if he got bonked on the head and then walked up the stairs trying to find everyone, but fell unconscious in this room, and then he woke back up when Oi was crying over him? It makes sense. Oh, look, in the first or the third, all without anyone noticing it. I just can't see how that's possible. First, it seems that Hifumi died from a blow to the head, most likely using Justice Hammer 3, which we found in the nurse's office. But, pardon Elias, why is there blood pink? I don't know, I just call it Pepto-Bismol. I think Gabe said it's so it fits the atmosphere of this game, which, that's not an excuse, it's just dumb. We found out the body in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered in blood. But now they're spotless. Does that mean someone wiped his glasses clean? But why would they do that, and why? So, did you find anything? I didn't. Wasn't I expected, to be honest. Look at this. A lot of paper? Hifumi had it hidden in front of him. Hidden?
Indeed.
He had stuffed it in his pants, so I can only assure he had it on purpose, correct? In his pants? Wait, so you...
Why is that?
It was just his pants, not like his socks or something. I don't know what it means. Anyways, let's take a look at the paper. Go ahead and try to open it up. When I think about how it was stuffed on his pants, it's like, it's better be important to him for me, or I'll never forgive you for this. A note. I found a hole, so maybe we can use it to escape. Monokuma can't find... Oh.
So...
That sounds very familiar. That's it. It's the same thing Hiro said, yeah. So you can see. Suss that black girl. Blonde boy is off my sus list. When he's telling us the truth. Oh, though, it's not exactly the same, is it? Last night someone slipped a weird note under my door. Here's what it said. Found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone. We have to wreck him at 1 a.m. The time is different. Hiro said we're supposed to meet at 1 a.m., but the note 6 a.m.
Is that right?
Which is when Taka died. Hifumi had that note. Doesn't mean it meant for him.
So...
Part of it been torn off, right? So maybe, like there's some meaning there. It could be some meaning, part of it being ripped. Can you maybe explain it a little more? Think carefully. Why would they have been clutching that scrap of paper so tightly? I have no idea.
Then.
What if it wasn't just scrap paper? Oh! That was meant for Taka! And then Hifumi, for some reason, stole it and it ripped off by accident. Or something like that. Need to answer. Okay, so Hifumi took it from Taka, and Taka died at around like 6 a.m.
Hey.
Alright, I should tell you one other thing. The two victims at this time definitely had their e-handbooks on them. Handbooks have nothing to do with how the murders were carried out, not that there's any reason to think how they were connected to killings in the first place. So they're saying I don't have to think about the handbooks this time, right?
Is that right?
If we don't have to think about them at all, I wouldn't have gone out of my way to mention it. All I said is they weren't used to much carry out the murders. They may come at some point, however, where a handbook may play a role. A handbook may play a role, I don't think I understand, but if Kyoko thinks it's important, I better keep it in mind. Yep, there we go. Alright, boys! Are you ready to rumble?
Are you excited? Are you pumped? It's time for the class trial to begin! Like the bright burst of fireworks, like the floor, and so, with no further ado, everyone please meet at the usual spot. Make your way to the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon.
Fuck you soon.
It would seem...
It's unfortunate, but I suppose it's where our investigation comes to an end. You have to figure out the rest for yourself and come to a proper conclusion. Yeah, you're right.
Shall we go?
Well, we better get going. Oh, okay. It's sorry if I say something that's stupid lagging. It's behind. It's fine. The black girl is always accused of stuff, and Takamaki is always disappearing. Who's the black girl? Oi? Oi doesn't disappear. No black girl. Everyone had heard Monokuma's proclamation. They were all gathered by the red door, and as soon as we were all there...
Monokuma appears!
I don't know if I somehow took LSD from the nurse's office, but I'm seeing double. Oh, oi. Okay, that's weird. He's multiplied.
Wrong.
Nope, not multiplication. Just looks that way out of an illusion. I'm moving so fast it looks like I've been multiplied. Can you guys tell which one is the real Monica? No. Can we just get onto the elevator already? You're not playing along. Along.
Stop talking.
We're not here to play with you.
Okay.
Okay, fine.
Hey!
Then if everyone's here and ready to go, please board the pain train or elevator. See you guys down there.
Let's go.
Please!
Hold on, I'm not mentally prepared yet.
What the heck?
You'll never be mentally prepared. You can't run away anymore, hero. You're gonna pay for your sins.
What the heck?
I told you already. I didn't do it for serious. That reminds me. Did you ever find the other costume with a note? Well, no, but how unfortunate. It seems we have our culprit.
Hey,
This isn't the place to talk about it. Save your accusations for when we get to the courtroom.
That's right.
She's right. Let's go down first, and the story can really begin. Yeah, good idea. Totally good. No. Alright, man. I refuse to believe. God damn it, Gabe. Gabe is not here. Do I actually have any mods here? I don't. Fuck. The killer is someone right here. Yeah, no shit. The doors closed on their own as the seal box began to move. Clunking in the elevator kept us company as we fell further and further down. There was no going back. Until we settled this, we couldn't go anywhere. I'm not sure how it was before the elevator finally came to a stop. The elevator door slid open. Yeah, he got banned. I don't know if he spoiled it, so. Oh, god damn it, now it's blue. Once you guys got it like this, I realized how few of you are left. Your school life is slowly reaching its climax.
Just the worst.
Only because of you. Why are you making us do such cool things to each other? What? You guys really hate me so much, but I'm so cute.
Come on.
Stop goofing around and begin the trial. Don't rush me. Of course I'm gonna start it. I would never be like, stay tuned for the action-packed class drill. This is commercial break.
Yoo-hoo!
Going to shoot my trials after this? Okay. I'd never hold on like that. Okay, let's begin. Let's get to your assigned seats. And so the curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly... Okay, I get it. For the crash trial. I refuse to believe.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of
Okay,
it.
Parts
Whoops.
we assume were you.
Whoops. I skipped it because it didn't seem like it mattered. We already know who did it. Was that? It was Hero. He does not have an alibi from the murders took place, and we found him in that suit. Don't try to deny it. You killed him. I didn't. Someone knocked me out. I was asleep the whole time. I didn't know anything about it. Stop. Shut your murdering mouth, murderer. Who are you calling murderer? I'm sorry to say, Hero, but we do have evidence. Blueprints for the suit. Parts we assumed were used to build it.
And all of it was found in your room. You have to admit, the evidence is quite compelling. It points to you as having created the suit and wearing it while committing crime after crime.
Like I said, I don't think it's Yashiro because there's too much leading to him to the point where I don't think it's
How
him.
many times do I have to tell you? I don't know.
Is Hiro really the killer, or before anything else we have to make that clear? Oh god, not this shit! Alright. Yashiro's message.
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough that you are the culprit.
What the fuck is that?
I don't know anything about that stuff. It's not true. It's a conspiracy.
Hero, why? Why did you kill them?
Why is her hair different?
Just hold on a second.
Did anyone notice her hair is different?
Everything we found in your room.
Wrong.
The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough that you are the culprit.
I fucked up.
It's not true. It's
Hero, what?
no. Just hold on a second.
It's his room.
Everything we found in your room.
What?
Shoot!
What?
Everything we found.
What kind of bullshit is that?
The suit parts, they are all that you are the culprit.
What? Hold up.
It's not true. It's
Hero, what?
no. Just hold on a second.
Hang on. What the fuck?
Everything we found, the blueprints, the suit parts, they are that you are the culprit.
Oh my fucking god, this is so
It's
goddamn
not
gay.
true. It's
Hero, what?
no. Just hold on a second.
Everything we found, the blueprints.
The suit parts. No, that's wrong.
Are we sure Hero really made...
I'll call for K-Camp. No, I'll call for K-Camp, since he's probably the easiest one to get to right now. Why I need a fucking moderator all times on these, like, games. I thought I just accidentally called my mom, I got scared. K-Camp's coming. So, for the remainder of this, I won't be looking at chat in case something like that happens. I kind of forgot who he said killed him. So that's the good part, is I actually forgot. I don't remember. I think he said, I don't, it doesn't matter.
Those blueprints?
What do you mean?
Well, take a look at this. It's the note that Hero wrote, asking everyone to meet up after Alter Ego disappeared. The handwriting's obviously different, wouldn't you say?
Oh yeah, that is.
When you compare it to the blueprints.
There's no way you could think the same person made both of them.
Unless that person made it a point to disguise their handwriting.
No, the differences are bigger than that, I think.
Come on! I'm not smart enough to think of trying to change my handwriting anyway.
He's not wrong, he's pretty dumb.
So Makoto, are you saying you don't think Hiro's the culprit?
And he's not the only one. I think Hiro's innocent as well.
What?
Big brain.
Then who was in that Robo-Justice suit? Is it like Hiro said? Was there really someone running around in a second suit?
The suspicious individual hidden within the suit. Go ahead, Makoto. Tell them who it was.
So,
Pass off to me.
who was in the Robo-Justice suit?
Suspicious individual in the suit. Yeah, Hina? Suspicious individual in one question must have been in the suit, so it had to be Hiro.
Other than Hero, I can't think of anyone else it could have been. Obviously, he was the one in that particular suit. And we never found any kind of second suit.
Then there can be no doubt. Hiro is the prime suspect.
That doesn't make any sense. You just
Yeah,
said Hiro
what the
didn't
fuck?
do it.
I'm
It
confused.
makes perfect sense. Hiro was the suspicious individual in the suit, but he's not the culprit.
So what you're saying is...
That's right. The culprit in this case has nothing to do with being in the Robo-Justice suit.
He's an accomplice.
What?
He's an accomplice.
Now that's a bold assumption. And what reason do you have to make such a statement? You do have a reason, yes?
Of course. But before we get to that, there's something else we need to clarify first. So let's get that out of the way.
Hey, stop trying to boss us around.
All things have a proper order.
So what is it? What needs to be clarified?
We must clarify the method of transportation for Taka's lifeless body. It
Cart.
would seem that his corpse was moved using certain particular
What is
items.
the cart thing?
Makoto,
I forget what it's called.
can you tell us what they were?
Everybody, they must have been... Fuck, I gotta find it. Yep, the dolly.
I got it!
still one more thing. The thing that used to move Taka's body must have been... Oh. The tarp?
I got it!
Okay.
They were a dolly and a tarp, right?
What's with the
So,
attitude?
let's see if I can explain.
I got it wrong?
Taka's body disappeared from the equipment room. And then we rediscovered it in the repository. And when we found it for the second time, it was wrapped in a blue tarp, right? It was the same tarp that up until then was stored in the equipment room. So the killer must have seen it there and decided to use it when they moved Taka's body. That way, they wouldn't leave any bloodstains while they were moving it.
Okay, that explains the tarp. And the dolly?
Same thing.
Blood on the wheel.
I'm sure the dolly was in the equipment room when we first found Taka's body there. But when the body disappeared, so did the dolly. Later, when Taka's body reappeared in the repository, so did the dolly.
In other words, you think they used the dolly to move the body, am I right? But are you sure you are not mistaken?
No.
Are you absolutely positive the dolly was in the equipment room when we found Taka's body? That dolly was made specifically for moving large objects between the repository and the art room. It would be very strange indeed to discover it had made its way to the equipment room.
But it still could go in the equipment room.
Is it not possible that it was in the repository all along, and you simply didn't realize it?
Don't I? What the fuck?
She's raised an objection. How do you respond?
There is no shame in being wrong. Nobody expects
Fuck
much
you.
from you anyway. We have all accepted the fact that you rarely understand
Can
what
I
is
just
going
punch
on
her,
around
please? Can I
you.
just walk out and just go, fuck you? Well, I've never had anyone so nice being so mean. Maybe I can change their mind. I can... Dolly was moved from the equipment to the repository. A new element... Oh my fucking god. Why? Reloading, bullseye battle. At the bottom of the scene, underneath the tempo marker, ammo count up to 10. Locking and pressing won't be enough. One bullet to stray single remark. Press the square button. Time the tempo marker. Really dumb how there's so fucking much! Oh no!
You have it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. Away with you. You miserable wretch. I cannot agree. You are a fool. Lies will get you nowhere.
Fuck.
Do your worst, you miserable wretch. You have it wrong.
I can't see shit!
I agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst.
I
Away
can't
with
see shit!
you, you miserable wretch.
How the fuck is this fair?
I cannot agree. You are a fool. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst, you miserable wretch.
Me trying to figure out how the fuck this is fair.
You miserable wretch.
I have ammo!
You have it wrong.
Explain to me how me not being able to see is fair. I can't get into the rhythm if I can't see it. Oh my god, holy fuck! It just combusted! The fucking controller! It combusted into like 10 pieces! Holy fuck! Holy fuck! Everything came off! There's so many pieces! The thumb came off! The D-pad came off! The fucking foreskin came off! What even is this?
refuse to give up yet!
Alright. How the fuck do I beat this now? The touch bar's coming off! The touch bar came off. Well, now I have a hammer. Oh, hell yeah. This is my weapon of choice if I'm ever in a battle now. Got a fucking hammer. It launched all the way to my bed! Jesus. Not the controller condom. No, I don't, can you take off the fucking reload, please? Stupid. Alright, fuck this. I hate this!
You have it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. Away with you. You miserable wretch. I cannot agree. You are a fool. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst.
What?
You miserable wretch. You have it wrong. I cannot
Fire the fucking bullet!
So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. Away with you. You miserable wretch.
How is this fair? I want to speak the motherfucking spike motherfucker herself.
Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst.
How the fuck?
You miserable wretch. You have it I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere.
Let's fucking go!
I cannot agree.
I'm fucking Jesus Christ himself!
This should prove it.
Undefeatable!
If you're asking for proof that the dolly moved, I have it right here. When I found the dolly in the repository, one of the wheels had a blood stain.
Fuck you! The rubber!
It was a pool of blood in the equipment room with a tire mark in it that matched the dolly wheel's tread. The killer probably rolled the dolly through the blood on accident as they wheeled the body out of the room. And as the blood dried on the tire, they moved the body into the repository. So there's my proof that the dolly was used to move Taka's body.
Let's fucking go! Really hate me that much.
Anyway, that was just something we had to get out of the way. Let's get back to the main subject.
Yeah, the subject of how Robo-Justice didn't do it. Because if it's not a killer robot, then what kind of robot is it?
I'm not sure that really matters.
Yeah.
I'd be happy to explain why the occupant of the suit couldn't possibly be the killer. If you look back on how the body was transported, it will become immediately obvious.
Oh yeah. Because it's hard to bend down in that suit, I would imagine.
As we know, Taka was killed in the equipment room.
Yes.
And from there, the body was moved to the repository, correct?
Yeah, the culprit wrapped the body in the tarp, then loaded it onto the dolly and wheeled it off, right?
Yes.
Now, keep in mind that the dolly doesn't have a handle.
Correct.
Well, yeah, but even without a handle, all you'd have to do is bend over.
Yes.
Then you could push the dolly no problem.
Yes.
So the killer just crouched down and carted the body off to the repository.
If you accept everything we just said,
Wait.
then you must realize that whoever was in the suit couldn't
Sorry, I don't think I
Excuse me,
realized
but
anything.
there's a lie there?
As we know, Taka was killed in the equipment room.
Yes.
And from there, the body was moved to the repository, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, the culprit wrapped the body and then
Yes.
loaded it onto the dolly and wheeled it off.
Yes.
Keep in mind that the dolly...
Well,
Yes.
yeah, all you'd have to do is bend over. Then you could push the dolly no problem.
Doesn't matter, I'm fucked up.
If you accept, then you must realize that
Oh shit.
Sorry,
I got it right! I got it right!
as we know, and from there...
Yeah, the then loaded it onto...
Now, keep in mind that...
Well, yeah, all you'd have to do is bend over.
Let's go! I got it right! I got it right originally, then you said it.
You're absolutely right that you could push a dolly without a handle if you stoop down low. But if you were wearing that suit, do you think you could actually get into a position like that?
What do you mean?
Think back to what you said when we were all checking out the suit together. Remember?
I'm blind that. Can't see my feet at all. Totally can't bend in this waist. Oh.
When you're in that suit, not only can you not see your feet, but you can't even bend at the waist. Am I right about that?
Now that you mention it, yeah.
It seems like it'd be awfully hard to push that dolly if
I mean, they could just
couldn't
kick
bend
they could
over.
just use their feet.
Well, what's to stop you from simply pushing the dolly with your feet?
I got it right!
When you can't even see your feet? You really think someone could kick the dolly all that way?
Yeah, it'd be totally impossible. Not that I can say for sure myself.
On top of that, if you were wearing such a rigid, cumbersome suit, it's very unlikely you would have the dexterity to go about wrapping the body in a tarp.
Well, I mean, isn't that just a matter of taking off the suit when you're ready to move the body?
Costume's taken off just to move the body because you can't take it off by yourself.
I got it! I don't think taking off the suit was an option. If you remember...
I don't know what's up to the thing, but I can't actually get it off. A little help. Why would you make something that you can't take off by yourself? I didn't make this stupid freaking thing. There's a class on the back to spin it off. Yeah.
That's true. It seems impossible to put the suit on or take it off without help.
Yeah. Like, don't you think that you should, like, I don't know. You want to take it off by yourself? Girl wasn't just making it up.
Of course I wasn't making it up.
If he could have gotten it off by himself, I don't think he would have let us see him wearing it. Showing up in the suit was basically an invitation for everyone to suspect it.
Yeah, that's right.
So, it's really, really true that Robo-Justice couldn't have moved the dolly?
No.
To be clear, whoever did move the body, it couldn't have been Hero in the robot suit, correct?
No, wait. Just a second, if you please. Have you forgotten about the picture that I took? You all got a good look at it, did you not? The image of Hifumi being dragged away by Robo-Justice? If whoever was in that suit is not the culprit, how do you explain that? Besides, do you remember what the now deceased Hifumi said?
Oh yeah, you said his name. How'd you get hurt? That guy hit me. What guy? Robo-Justice. Or that's what I decided to call him just now.
So long as those facts exist, the proper conclusion is beyond question.
Yeah, that's a good question.
The individual inside the suit and the culprit are one and the same. It was Hero, without a doubt. Yeah, that's gotta be right.
Hold on a second.
It's still far too early to reach that conclusion.
I'm playing around, I don't know.
Besides,
It's a
there's
possibility.
no hurry to decide who did it. Before we rush to a verdict, shouldn't we explore every single possibility? Instead of seizing on one viewpoint, the truth is uncovered by analyzing things from every angle.
Perhaps, but where do we go from here?
Let's review this series of unfortunate events from the beginning. Maybe we'll uncover something new.
What a pain in the ass!
You're a pain in the ass.
I don't disagree, but our lives are on the line. If this is what it takes, we have to do it.
Plus, maybe we'll get to find out where the heck Kyoko was when everything went down.
All right then, let's take another look back at what happened. I suppose we could start with this morning. 4 of us gathered together in the dining hall. We waited there for quite a while. That was around 8
Is this the
a.m.
same dialogue?
And as soon as we split up, Kyoko went missing.
Soon after that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room and quickly came to get Makoto and me.
It seems I was unconscious for about an hour after I was attacked by my mystery assailant. I know it was an hour because I remember being attacked a little after 7.
That was when we saw Celeste's picture and discovered that her assailant had been wearing a strange costume. As it turns out, it was Robo-Justice. It also soon became clear that this same Robo-Justice had abducted Hifumi.
Bring that ass here.
We were soon joined in our search by Byakuya and Toko, and then went on to find Hifumi in the library. He was injured, so we took him to the nurse's office and resumed our search for the suspect. But not long after leaving the nurse's office...
Like, boo, I don't know. I mean, she did get attacked. Yeah.
When Celeste told us that, we decided to split up and search the second floor. And soon after that...
I saw someone moving around on the third floor, and I yelled out to everyone as soon as I did.
I've seen the same shit. I've seen the same dialogue like 4 times
then,
now. Huh? What was that?
At that point, we decided to divide up into 2 groups. Celeste, Hina, and I went back to the nurse's office, while Sakura, Byakuya, and Toko chased after the suspect. When we got back to the nurse's office, we found Hifumi, dead. And that's when we heard the body discovery announcement. I left Celeste and Hina there and headed back to the 3rd floor, to let the others know what had happened.
Meanwhile, we had just discovered Taka's body in the equipment room.
Because he got hooked.
We must have found both bodies at almost exactly the same time. Because we heard the same announcement not long after we discovered his body.
And that's when I told you guys about Hifumi. Then the 3 of us headed for the nurse's office.
What the hell are you doing?
But right after we left the physics lab, we ran into Celeste, who'd arrived after us. And she told us something very surprising. We rushed back to the nurse's office and saw that she was right.
Then we remembered we'd left Toko passed out in the equipment room, so we hurried back again. But when we got there, we discovered that now Taka's body had also gone missing. Next thing we knew, we were searching the school for 2 missing dead bodies. And after some time...
Celeste informed us that she'd found the bodies, and we all headed to the repository, which is where we rediscovered the corpses.
I think that about covers it.
I see. The whole thing sounds exceptionally complicated. It certainly seems to me that these are not a simple series of connected events.
No, fuck no.
Okay, well, if that's true, then what?
Rather than a single series of events, I think we have to consider each murder a separate situation.
Yeah.
And from there, we can uncover the contradictions surrounding all of them. Now then, let's get started, beginning with what happened to Taka.
Alright, don't be multiple bullets, please. Good.
So, regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were killed in.
Do we?
Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
No, it came first.
Because of the numbering of the justice hammers.
Wrong. Fuck! So that's wrong!
So,
Taka died first!
Perhaps it was. We already know Taka came last.
What makes you say...
Because of the numbering.
It's true that Hifumi was killed while Taka's dead.
See? So it's obvious Taka came...
Taka didn't come... You are the dumbest bitch I've ever seen.
We already know what order they were killed in.
Wrong. What?! Shit! But that was the only line! But there's only 2 lines! How the fuck am I all... How the fuck do they vote me out because I fucked up twice? That literally makes no sense. These guys are just dumb as fuck. But there's only 2 lives. Unless there's multiple bullets. That they didn't... No, there's only 1 bullet.
So, I wonder if... Or perhaps it was... We already know Taka came last.
What makes you say...
Because of the number...
It's true that while Taka's dead.
See?
So it's obvious Taka came after.
Oh my god, oh my god, this stupid triangle shit.
I wonder if he died before perhaps it was after? We already know what order they were killed in.
Taka came last.
I don't fucking...
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that Hifumi was while Taka's death.
See? So it's obvious Taka came...
What's up, Gabe? Someone may have spoiled it.
I wonder if, or perhaps it was... We already know what order they were killed in.
No, stupid number shit that I hate. Like, how the fuck am I supposed to know?
Hold on. There's no reason to assume that the hammers were used in the same order as their numbers. If anything, that's just another way the killer tried to disguise their actions.
So you're saying the culprit wanted us to think the hammers were used in order? Well, okay then, let's see the proof.
So before... And his watch. What the fuck? Wristwatch. Wait, no. Wait, what? Wrist? Oh, R. No, it's S. Then T. And then W. Then H. Wait, no, CH. Music.
Now I understand.
My dumbass forgot to spell wristwatch.
I got it. Taka's wristwatch. See? Look. It broke with the hands pointing just past 6 o'clock.
It must have gotten broken when he was attacked by the killer. Because as of last night...
Hey, you! How long we keep us waiting? Blah, 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 blah.
So if it wasn't broken after 6 last night, then he must have been attacked around 6 this morning.
And that would be his official time of death.
But if that's true, then he was killed well before Hifumi.
And before Celeste was attacked this morning, which happened around 7.
That's right. Taka was killed before any of the other incidents took place.
That simple fact slipped past all of us. We made the wrong assumption about the order of events, all because of those justice hammers.
That's exactly why the culprit wrote the numbers on each hammer and had them increase in size. That way, when we saw how they were used in each incident, we'd easily make that wrong assumption.
Now, if Taka was killed around 6, then everyone's alibis for his murder go out the window.
Yeah.
Because when he was killed, we hadn't met up in the dining hall yet.
That may be true in the case of Taka's murder, but all of our alibis still hold true for Hifumi's death.
That's right. With him, at least, we're all safe.
What the fuck?
When we heard Hifumi screaming, then we all ran down to the nurse's office, and that's where we found his body.
That's totally true! We're all in the clear!
Oh, I know! They must have recorded him screaming on a tape or something, then played it later on!
If that's true, where's the tape?
I don't know.
Don't just go making stuff up!
Anyway, we all have rock-solid alibis for when we heard Hifumi scream. Since all of us were there together, clearly none of us could have killed him.
And it does not stop there. There was also the moment when we discovered his body had disappeared. When his body vanished from the nurse's office, Hina and I were in the bathroom together, while everyone else was in the equipment room, correct?
Yes.
And then there's the disappearance of Taka's body from the equipment room. At that time, we were all gathered together in the nurse's office because of Hifumi going missing.
Well, don't forget, I was passed out in the equipment room the whole time.
Wait, then what if Genocide Jill did it? She could have dragged Taka's body out of there right then!
Yeah.
Even if she could pull that off, there's no way she could have done the same with Hifumi's body. Because, as we just established, she was passed out in the equipment room when his body disappeared.
Besides, I didn't do either of them anyway.
In other words, it is impossible that any of us could have killed Hifumi or moved either of their bodies. On the other hand, Hiro and Kyoko had disappeared. So they most
Oh,
certainly
Gabe.
could have done those things.
Gabe, look what I did to my controller. This isn't, you know, but still, I fucking shattered it. So what now, Kyoko?
For now, we can't get fixated on who did it, or we'll just keep going around in circles. So instead of who, I propose we start talking about how. In particular, I think we need to figure out how Hifumi's body got moved.
Yeah, I know. Absolutely fucking
That's
destroyed.
True. We searched everywhere, but we couldn't figure out how to explain his body disappearing. And according to what Celeste said,
Yeah, I know.
his body apparently disappeared in the 1 minute her and Hina took their eyes off of it. But to carry that much weight from the first floor up to the third in that short amount of time?
I think he walked up there himself, because he wasn't dead before. He died in the room where everyone was there.
Man, yeah! There's no way! It'd be impossible!
Well, what if I told you there was a way to make the impossible possible?
He walked up it to himself.
What? How?
If the dead body
I knew
were
it!
to move itself.
The dead body moved on its own?
No! Not another... ghost!
I don't think it has anything to do with the occult. I think what she's implying is, we thought Hifumi was dead, but perhaps in reality he was still alive.
He was alive?
I mean, it makes sense.
Are you saying Hifumi wasn't carried out of the nurse's office, but simply walked out on his own?
But I mean, we found his body. He was dead.
Perhaps he was simply playing dead.
That it isn't possible.
It makes sense though, so the killer would go away. Is it really possible? Yeah, it does make sense, I guess. Oh yeah, touch bar fucking got shattered.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
Yeah.
No, it is impossible.
Wrong.
Hifumi
Why?
was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along
Doesn't
with the
mean
rest
shit.
of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that is why the announcement was made.
Are we really
Maybe the announcement
It was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
shoot!
I don't know.
Are you saying that when we first found there's a chance
he was actually...
Wait, no!
if Hifumi was dead,
And you know that how?
surely you heard the body
Hifumi's dead body had been found.
Shoot!
So it has to be this
Are
one.
you saying that when we first there's a chance he was actually still...
No,
Oh my
if
fucking
Hifumi was
god.
dead, and you know that surely you heard the body Hifumi's dead, and that is. Are we really? Maybe the
Announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Not that one, so by logic
Are
and
you
technically
saying that
it
when we
has to
first
be
there's
this
a
one.
Chance he was actually still
alive?
What? Okay, game.
Shoot!
Wait, I have to do the stupid triangle shit
Are
again?
you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
no, it is impossible.
Hifumi was dead, without. And you know that surely you heard the body
Hifumi's dead body had been found.
It's broken. Why do I have to do this stupid fucking triangle shit? There is too much in this game. It's so fucking. It's just not fun. Like the class trials would be fun if there wasn't too much in the game. There's just too much. It's just not fair. Like I just blame the shitty game development because there's just too much.
Are you saying that when we first found there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No,
It is in Hifumi was dead, and you know that surely you heard the body Hifumi's dead, and that is. Are we really? Maybe the announcement.
Announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
What? Amen. Yep. The game's broken. The game's fucking broken.
Are you saying that when we first... There's a chance he was actually...
Because there's no other...
It is impossible. Hifumi was dead, and you know that. Surely you heard the body that Hifumi's dead, and that is... Are we real? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
I'm pressing triangle!
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office...
There's a chance he...
No. It is impossible. Hifumi was dead. Without a doubt. And you know that. Surely you heard the body discovery announcement, along with the Hifumi's dead, and that is why the... Are we real? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's...
I have pressed. I've done every single one of them.
No. Hifumi was dead, and you know that. Surely you heard the body that Hifumi's dead, and that is... Are we real? Maybe the announcement...
It was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Oh my fucking god. What the hell even is this? Fuck even is this? Well. Fuck. I guess I'll never know. Is it supposed to like charge the battery or something? This is not only a Danganronpa stream, this is also controller teaching. I don't fucking know. This game is dumb. This game is so fucking confusing. This is just lowering my game rating to like an 8 out of 10.
Found there's a chance he...
No. Hifumi was dead, and you know that. Surely you heard the body discovery. Hifumi's dead body had been found, and that is why the announcement... Are we really? Maybe the announcement was
intended to signal someone else's discovery.
What?
Are you saying
what
that
other could it be for? It
No.
can't be for that.
Hifumi was dead, and you know that. Surely you heard the body that Hifumi's dead,
I
and
tried that. Doesn't
is...
work.
Are we real? Maybe the announcement
was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
I have memorized everything, and I still got it wrong. Someone explain. I think... what I'm about to say is obvious because it's true. I have tried everything and it's not working. I think that means something.
I refuse to give up yet!
Yeah, please do, because I think this shit's broken. I've tried all of it and I'm still wrong. So...
Are you saying that when we first found you, there's a chance...
Can't be that.
Actually...
No. Hifumi was dead, and you know that. Surely you heard the body, the Hifumi's dead body, and that is why... Are we really? Maybe the announcement...
Yeah, someone look this shit up, because I think
this
is not working properly.
Are you saying that when we heard there's a chance
he was actually still alive?
No. It is Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery of Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that is why the announcement... Are we really? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
I don't know! For fuck's sake!
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
Wait, no. I get to keep it?
It is impossible. Hifumi was dead, and you know that. Surely you heard the body that Hifumi's dead, and that is... Are we really?
Oh my god, they didn't tell me this!
Are you saying that when we first found him, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
I'm just trying it. I don't give a fuck about what score I get. I'm just trying.
Are you saying that when we first... There's a chance he...
No. Hifumi was dead, and you know that. Surely you heard the body that Hifumi's
dead body had been found.
And that is... Are we real? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
I didn't... They never said I kept the bullet.
No.
That was never said!
Surely you heard the body that Hifumi's dead, and that is... Are we real? Maybe
the announcement was intended to
signal someone else's discovery.
They told me that would have been nice.
Are you saying that when we first found him, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No.
Fuck.
It is impossible.
What the fuck?
Hifumi was dead, and you know that. Surely you heard the body that Hifumi's dead,
shit
and that is...
gets in my fucking
Maybe
way!
The announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
I blame this shit for getting in my fucking way.
Are you saying that when we first...
There's a chance he was actually still alive?
It was worth a try. I mean, I give up anyways. I gave up, honestly.
Are you saying that when we first...
It doesn't make sense. I've tried literally every possible combination.
You heard the body, but Hifumi's dead, and that is...
Are we really... Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Like, I have tried this shit.
Are you
for
saying that when
fucking
there's a
5...
chance...
No. Hifumi was dead, and you know that. Surely you heard the body discovered Hifumi's dead body.
Finally. No, oh my god. Fuck this game! The class trials are supposed to be fun, but no, whoever fucking thought of it, it's just, they ruined it. With all this shit, it's fucking ruined. It just doesn't, none of this ever makes sense. Like, oh, you get to keep a ball. I was never told that. And if I was, how the fuck am I supposed to remember that?
Of course it was. The announcement played right after we discovered his body.
Maybe. But that was also the same time that Taka's body was found.
That's right. It wasn't long after finding his body that we heard the announcement.
So there's a good chance we've made a mistake in there somewhere. I think we've confused whether the announcement was for Hifumi or Taka.
First of all, if 2 bodies had been found, there really should have been 2 announcements.
Maybe Monokuma simply got lazy and rolled them together into one.
What do you say, Monokuma? Any comment?
Well, it's a very sensitive issue, so I can't go into too much detail. But what I can say about the body discovery announcement is that it's only broadcast when 3 or more people find a dead body for the first time.
There was only 2 people that found Taka, so it was meant for Hifumi.
That didn't answer our question, man. We're asking if you're a lazy bum.
No, actually, that was plenty.
Huh?
He said it's only broadcast when a body is discovered for the first time. Which means, even if we find the same body again later, he won't make the announcement again. If that's true, then why was the announcement made again later on?
Huh? Later on?
Exactly. We heard the body discovery announcement twice.
Second body discovery announcement, the first time I played this. Like I said, I just gave up. I don't give a fuck.
I got it! We heard it a second time in the repository, when we rediscovered the 2 bodies.
I don't know. I honestly, this is so fucking confusing.
It didn't seem weird at the time, but it contradicts what Monokuma just told us, doesn't it?
Exactly. If we were actually rediscovering both bodies, the announcement shouldn't have played.
Then in reality, when the 2 dead bodies were rediscovered, one of them was actually being discovered for the first time.
So, when we found Hifumi the first time in the nurse's office, he wasn't actually dead yet. Meaning, he wasn't actually found dead until we came upon him in the repository.
And that's just part of it. There's one other thing that leads me to believe he was still alive in the nurse's office.
Oh, I know! Because he was super good at playing dead! Bada bing, bada boom!
That is the worst logic I have ever heard. But honestly, I do not think there's anything that can prove he was still alive.
Okay then, let's take another look at the events surrounding the discovery of his body. Then it should become clear whether he was really alive or not.
This whole thing is pointless.
To prove that Hifumi was still alive and he... Oh my god. No! Please! Oh my fucking god. I gotta do this shit again? Alright, well, thank you. Glasses.
Well, here's one thing we do know. The first time we found Hifumi's body was in the nurse's office. And then, from the insula, his body disappeared.
And the next time we saw his body, it was in the repository.
But when you compare his body before being moved and his body after being moved, other than the change in how it was positioned, there was no notable difference.
Wrong! Glasses!
No, it's wrong! In fact, there was one clear difference between Hifumi in the nurse's office and the repository. His glasses. That fact alone proves that he was only playing dead in the beginning.
Perhaps you'd like to fill the rest of us in?
When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered with blood. But when we found him again later in the repository, they were spotless. And I found the item he used to wipe them clean in the nurse's office trash can.
Then he's found the trash can. Oh yeah, with his like handkerchief. With glass cleaning cloth.
I got it! It was a glasses cleaning cloth featuring a certain cartoon mascot. One look at the bloodstain on the cloth should make things clear. This piece of cloth was used to wipe Hifumi's glasses clean. And the mascot of—
Who the fuck DM'd me?
The cloth is the same one that's on the digital camera, right? And whose digital camera was it? Hifumi's, of course.
I don't think that's
the character was Princess Piggles from Demon Angel Pretty Pudgy Princess, I think.
I highly doubt anyone but Hifumi would have brought something like this to school.
I see your point. And the only people here who wear glasses are...
I wouldn't be caught dead using a tacky piece of garbage like that.
I'm back, I just close our eyes.
A few tissues is all I need to keep my glasses clean.
Then there's no question. It belonged to Hifumi.
So what you're saying is... what exactly?
What I'm saying is, the blood on his glasses was wiped away using his own glasses cleaning cloth.
I thought something was on my ass.
That is true. It does not mean he wiped the blood off himself.
But who would benefit from a clean pair of glasses other than the glasses owner?
That's a good point.
Then it must have been him, right?
So let's assume that Hifumi was still alive in the
They
nurse's
should have brought
office.
AT&T unlimited data anywhere. They're right.
He pretends to be dead. Then when he's alone, he wipes his glasses clean so he can see. Then he stands up and walks out on his own 2 feet. And with that, the impossible task of moving his copious corpse becomes possible, wouldn't you say?
But then, if he was just pretending to be dead, what was with all that blood? Was it paint?
No,
or
that was his
something?
own blood. He just wasn't dead.
The fridge in the nurse's office contains packs of blood for emergencies. He probably used one of those.
He figured if he was gonna play dead, he should go all out. So he just dumped it everywhere. But he got crazy with it and had to wipe his glasses off when he was done. God, what an idiot.
And if Hifumi was still alive at that point, the disappearance of Taka's body is easily
Then why did
explained.
he play dead?
It should be perfectly obvious who must have moved Taka's corpse.
Taka's body. Me?
I got it!
I guess I got it
could
right.
only have been Hifumi.
While we were all gathered in the nurse's office, he went to the equipment room and took
Does that mean
Taka's body.
Hifumi killed him?
That also explains how the door to the repository got locked.
The door was locked?
Well, after the bodies disappeared, we all went looking for them, right? So me and Sakura headed for the repository. But when we got there, the door was locked.
And the repository door can only be locked from the inside, which means when Hina and Sakura got to the repository, someone was already inside.
And it could only have been Hifumi, who just finished stashing Taka's body there.
He convinced us all he was dead, and when he saw his chance, he dragged Taka's body to the
Did
repository.
Hifumi do it?
So, Hifumi wasn't just another victim in this case. He was one of the assailants.
But that means he took part in the murders.
I don't feel bad.
I just can't believe it.
If you're having trouble, would you like me to show you one more piece of evidence?
Yes.
There's more?
Oh, absolutely. The single biggest fact pointing to his involvement has yet to be revealed. You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The item he took off of Taka's lifeless body?
It was that paper.
Shoot!
It's still right. I'm technically still right, so fuck you, bitch.
I got it!
I'm still right,
You're
fuck off.
talking about the note Hifumi had hidden away, aren't you?
Hidden note?
That's right. We found it stuffed in his pants.
What? In his pants?
Yes, his pants.
Okay, well, forget about the pants for now. Take a look at what the note says.
Found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so...
That's the note I was telling you about. The one that told me where to go. Huh? Wait, this one's a little different. In my note it said, Monokuma can't find out, so...
Yeah, 1 a.m.
Then this note isn't the same one Hiro got.
It's not the same?
In other words, the killer got in touch with another person besides Hiro, and that person could only have been...
No! Fuck it, my controller! I pressed down!
And that person could only have... I got it!
I don't know why
right.
it didn't fucking go down when I pressed down.
The killer used this note.
Hello? Over here! Objection! Objection! I don't really understand what's going on, but Hifumi had that letter, right? So whoever wrote it wasn't drawing out TikTok, they were drawing out Huffy!
Just to be clear, TikTok is Taka and Huffy is Hifumi, right?
Ugh! Yes! Why must you ruin it every time?
I blame you for having stupid-ass names. And just like Jack is seriously scary, but still I can't let her get to me. Oh no. Oh, fuck me.
Huffy had the note, right? Then the person it was intended for must have been Huffy!
But remember what the note said.
That's a lie.
What time did it say to meet?
6 a.m.
The time doesn't matter. The note has nothing to do with TikTok!
That was a lie.
Huffy had the note, right? Then the person it was intended for...
Which one?
Must have been Huffy!
But remember what the note said. What time did it say to me?
6 a.m.
I'm not even hitting it.
Nothing to do with TikTok!
I don't fucking know.
Huffy had the note, right? Then the person it was intended for must have been Huffy!
That one's the lie. But I just don't know which one it is. It does none of them make sense. It can't be the broken wristwatch. There's no way in absolute bloody hell it's the glass cleaning cloth, and it can't be his glasses.
What time did it say to meet?
6 a.m.
The time doesn't matter. The note has nothing to do with TikTok. Huffy had the note, right? Then the person it was in must have been Huffy!
Fuck. Pieces coming out left and right of this damn controller. Oh hey, the share button is still here. The button I so pressed so I can do these shitty streams. Pieces coming out left and right. Wait, what is this? Not sure what that was, but... I don't know, it doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, this is all just not fucking fun.
Then the person it was must have been Huffy!
But remember what the note said. What time did it say to me?
6 a.m.
The time doesn't matter. The note has nothing to do with TikTok!
I'm just guessing.
Huffy had the note, right?
Okay.
Then the person it was intended for
I don't care.
must have been Huffy!
But remember what time did it? 6 a.m.
The time doesn't matter. The note has nothing to do with TikTok!
What? It blocked it.
Huffy had the
Give
note,
me a second,
right?
I think I know
Then
it.
the person it was intended must have been Huffy!
But remember what time did it? 6 a.m.
The time doesn't matter. The note has nothing to do with TikTok!
Yes!
No, it's wrong.
Oh my god, I got so happy that I didn't hit the purple bullshit.
No, there absolutely is a connection.
What the hell are you talking about?
The note said to meet at 6 a.m., which is the same time Taka was murdered. We've already proven that using his wristwatch. But there's more. Look where the note says to meet. The equipment room, right?
Which is where Taka was killed. I see.
So, Taka was murdered at both the time and place written in the note. I think that should be plenty to show that this note was definitely meant for Taka.
Well, when you put it like that...
No further objections!
Then someone used that note to trick Taka. Just the same as me. The culprit really is a cold-blooded monster. telling people they found a way out.
But if they gave the note to Taka, what was Hifumi doing with it?
I think Hifumi, well, he wasn't the killer.
Most likely. Hifumi stole it off Taka's corpse after he died.
Huh? He stole it?
Where's your proof? Go ahead, show us.
Oh yeah, the ripped part.
I got it! When I searched Taka's body, I saw that his lifeless hand was gripping a small scrap of paper. If I'm right about this, the sheet of paper this piece came from is... I knew it! It fits perfectly with the note we found hidden on Hifumi.
Then Taka's scrap and Hifumi's note.
Yup. They're from the same piece of paper.
Hifumi had the note meant for Taka, while Taka's corpse still grasped a small piece of that note. There's only one way to explain it.
Taka died clutching the note. Hifumi tried to free the note from his death grip, leaving behind only one small scrap. Did I get all that right?
That means Hifumi knew the note was important.
Exactly. Which proves that he was an accomplice in the murder.
Whoa. Yeah. After seeing all this, Hifumi was super involved in this whole thing for sure. In fact, he was behind the whole thing. In fact, he's still alive!
No, he's dead.
Sorry, no.
Yeah, no, he's definitely dead.
When we found him in the repository, Hifumi was truly and completely dead. The second body discovery announcement proves that.
So then, who killed Hifumi?
Whoever did is the mastermind, the true killer.
He was killed in the repository. So he must have been killed not long after transporting Taka's body.
So, he must have been killed after Taka's body vanished, but before we found both bodies in the repository.
During that time, we'd all split up and were searching for Taka's missing body. In other words, during that time, none of us have alibis.
Wait, but me and Sakura were...
I'm gonna go use the restroom, so I'll be back in a few minutes. I'm hungry too, so I'm gonna eat dinner. And I didn't mute my mic. I don't want anyone hearing the TV in the I sung a beautiful song, but I realized my mic was muted. How bad can murder be? I'm just gonna stab you in the knee.
Stop trying to steal the spotlight, you stupid walrus! Who are you calling a walrus?
Anyway, when they were killed bothers me too. But there's something that's been bothering me even more.
And what might that be?
The weapon they used to kill Hifumi.
I mean,
the weapon?
Oh yeah, because it's probably not the mountain.
Yeah, because I mean, according to the Monokuma file, the way Taka and Hifumi were killed was almost the same, with them having similar fractures and all. But Justice Hammer 3 and 4 were still laying around in the nurse's office and equipment room, right? So if Hifumi was killed in the repository, the culprit would have had to grab one of the hammers, kill Hifumi, then put the hammer back where they found it. But wouldn't that be seriously risky?
Oh yeah,
for
there
him?
was that one that was clean. There was that clean hammer.
It seems there's some semblance of a brain knocking around that skull of yours after all.
Hell yeah, it's packed in there good and tight.
He's right though. I don't understand it either. The Monokuma file makes it clear that they were killed using similar instruments. But if the hammers were already laying around those other rooms...
So the question is, how could the culprit have gotten their hands on either of the hammers? Personally, I haven't a clue.
So which hammer was used to attack Celeste? Number 1 or number 2?
1.
Those were accounted for in other rooms too. And I don't think either one is big enough to kill someone.
Then...
Is it not possible they used a different weapon?
I mean, yeah, it is, but...
I don't think it is possible. They were both killed with the same kind of thing, right?
So then, what was used to kill Hifumi?
Don't. Please no, please no. Okay. No, 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 no!
What was used to kill Hifumi?
How the fuck would that be alive?
Was it Justice Hammer 3? Maybe Justice Hammer 4?
Well, whatever it was, there's one thing we have to figure out. How was the culprit able to move around so freely with the weapon? How did nobody witness them carrying it?
Sounds like a Justice Hammer 5 is about to make its appearance! Check out murdergear.com/hammertime for more info!
Shoot!
I don't know, I give up.
What was used was it just maybe
I
just
gave
as
up
well.
after like the
There's
third
one.
one.
How was the culprit? How did nobody...
Sounds like a Justice
Not that
Check out
one.
murdergear.com.
Well, the murder weapon had to be... And...
No, that's wrong!
There was that one spotless one.
The murder weapon wasn't a justice hammer at all. No, it was something completely different.
But... seriously? A different weapon?
Specifically, a hammer from the repository. The killer could have easily used that to kill Hifumi. Now, all the hammers in the repository were covered in flecks of grit and debris. But for some reason, one of them had been scrubbed clean.
Huh?
And the reason it had been scrubbed clean was most likely because it was used to commit murder. If the hammer got covered in Hifumi's blood, of course they'd have to clean it off. I'd also like to point out that the repository has all kinds of hammers. Big ones, small ones, and even some flat mallet-like ones. I think whoever made the Justice Hammers used those as a basis for their design.
If that's true, that would explain the Monokuma file's note about the wounds being similar.
So Hifumi moved Taka's body to the repository, where someone then used a hammer to kill him.
Whoever did that is the true killer. The one Hifumi was working with. And the one who betrayed him.
Hold on a moment. I still think it's strange to assume someone was working together with him. The way the graduation rule works, there is no benefit to helping someone else carry out a murder.
Yeah, I am, and I fucking... I did this.
So the idea that anyone would work together like that is simply ludicrous. We talked about this, did we not?
Wouldn't be any reason for anyone to work together, but... yeah, these fucking class trials I absolutely hate. Spotless hammer.
Based on the rules that have been laid out for us,
Oh no, I have one heart.
even if more than one person is complicit in the murder, only the one who actually carried out the act can graduate and survive. Assuming the rule holds true, it is simply impossible that two people work together on
It's
this.
not impossible.
That is how the rule was explained to us.
But that only really applies if there's one murder, right? In this case, however, there were two murders.
We don't know. Oh, fuck. Ow.
Based on the rules that have been, even if more than one, only the one who actually carried out the act can graduate and survive. Assuming the rule holds true, it is simply impossible that two people work.
Shoot! Yeah, I fucked up like 3 times because of how bullshit it is. Like, it's just not fun. They ripped out the fun of it because of how much they jam-packed into this shit. Because there's so much put into it, it ruins it, and it just makes it more confusing, and absolutely fucking ruins the class trials.
Based on the rules, even if more than one, only the one who actually, assuming the rule holds true.
That is.
But that only really, in this
case, however, there were two murders.
99999!
Based on the rules, even if more
I
than
need
one,
a
only
fucking
the one who
explanation for
actually,
that
assuming
bullshit.
the rule holds true.
That is how the.
But that only really, in this case,
However, there were two murders.
based on the rules, even if more than one, only
The
the one who
fucking pink
actually,
shit
assuming
makes
the
it
rule
harder,
holds
and I
true.
don't understand why it
But
needs
that
to be
only
here.
really,
In this case, however, there were two
For
murders.
fuck's sakes!
Based on the rules, even if more than one,
Why
only the
is
one
this
who
in the
actually,
fucking
assuming the
thing?
rule holds true.
Isn't that supposed to help me?
But that only really,
It's
in
fucking
this
me
case,
over, it's not
however,
helping me.
There were two murders.
What the fuck? I hit it!
Based on the rules, even if more than one, only the one who actually, assuming the rule holds true.
That is.
But that only really, in this
case, however, there were two
What?
murders.
I have to do the triangle shit! God damn it! Fuck!
Based on the rules that even if more than one, only the one who actually, assuming the rule holds true. It is simply impossible.
That is.
But that only really, in this case, however,
There were two murders.
Why?
based on
See,
the
they
rules
just
that
fucking
even
ruined
if more than one,
Like,
only the
this
one
is
who
so
actually,
fucking
assuming
confusing.
the rule holds true.
It's just way too confusing.
That is.
But that only really, in this case,
Case, however, there were two murders.
What?
Shoot!
based on the rules,
They
even if
ruined
more
the
than one, only the
fun!
one who
It's,
actually,
oh my
assuming the
god,
rule
this is
holds
more of
true.
a pain in the
But
ass.
that only really, in this
Case, however, there were
two murders.
If she calls it
Based on the rules,
impossible,
even
must
if
be the
more than one,
lie.
only the one who actually, assuming
the rule holds true.
Yeah, that's totally me.
wrong.
Because I'm totally gonna get that the first time, right? Spike chunks off.
Since there were two murders, it's at least plausible that more than one person was involved.
Alright, well this game is a 6 out of 10 for me so far.
What do you mean?
If there'd only been one murder, then yes, the idea of an accomplice isn't really worth considering. Naturally, if only one person can be saved per murder, an accomplice has no risk versus reward benefit.
Risk versus reward benefit?
The payoff for working together. The reward that balances out the risk of taking part in a scheme. There's no point in being someone's accomplice if there's no benefit to you. However, if there were some potential mutual reward for the risk, then cooperation becomes possible.
You're saying that two people could act as each other's accomplices to commit two separate murders.
I think that's what the true killer told Hifumi. They would each have an accomplice for their crime, and based on the case's events, Hifumi would have been the first one to act, murdering Taka. They made him carry out the first murder so he couldn't back out of helping them later on.
So in this case, there wasn't one single person committing multiple murders. Instead, each person killed someone, creating two separate incidents.
Yes.
And it only looked like one person because that's how the true killer designed it to look. A single suspicious individual, a similar weapon used in each crime, disappearing bodies. By creating one seamless set of circumstances, they made it look like one person was behind it all.
The mastermind picked their target and managed to convince him to go along with their plan. And then, to avoid the no accomplices rule, they simply killed their accomplice.
I mean, it makes sense.
Which, if true, means that betraying Hifumi was part of the plan from the very beginning.
That's just awful. How could anyone be so cruel?
I don't fucking know. Maybe because what if Hifumi didn't want to die?
You think so?
So
I can't help
someone
but admire
fucked
its
it up.
cunning. Still, their choice of a
okay. My logic of why the murderer killed Hifumi, or their accomplice, was because what if they fucked up and pinned it on someone like Hifumi, or they just pinned it on the wrong guy, and Hifumi didn't want to die, so what the murderer thought is Hifumi during the class trial would call out, or Hifumi would call out the actual murderer. So, the only way for this to matter is if the murderer killed Hifumi, the accomplice. It makes sense. You keep the ball.
This seems odd.
Oh no. Whoops. This effort made to convince the two murderers are the same. That's why the main character this time, Kyoko, must have noticed the fact at the very beginning. That's why not look at the series of connected events, but separate incidents. Kyoko is really amazing, although when you think about it, she's almost too amazing. Like, it's almost unnatural how good she is at this.
I understand how an accomplice could be involved, but then who was the one pulling Hifumi's strings?
That's problem numero uno right now.
Me? What are you basing that on?
Shoot!
So you're telling me I'm wrong, even though he strictly just said... No, So you're telling me I'm wrong, even though he literally just said, not too long ago, is Kyoko is really amazing though, when you think she's almost too amazing, like it's almost unnatural how good it is at this. And I'm wrong? Yeah, that makes total sense. I'm just gonna start guessing. Fuck it, I got two guesses.
Here's my answer.
Okay, well.
It was Celeste.
So I'm the suspicious individual now, am I?
Sure, fuck it, I don't know.
I really do hate this kind of joke.
A joke? I wonder...
That was a nice
So
stretch.
what you are saying, then, is that I specifically chose to work together with Hifumi.
She was fucking around with Hifumi before. You remember the whole milk tea incident? And she would ask Hifumi to do shit for her.
The idea that I would choose to spend any amount of time interacting with him, that I would go within 10 feet of that shit for brains, that lazy, worthless, goddamn idiot! Pardonnez-moi.
Just to be clear, there is evidence to support it.
Is that so?
It is. Throughout the investigation, there was certain behavior that was common only to the two of you. Considering what we've learned so far, it only further proves that the two of you were working together.
That bitch is insane. That in common. It was worth a try.
I got it!
It was worth a try, I don't
The
know.
behavior
Like
they
I
had
said,
in common
I
has
just
to
gave
do
up.
with the suspicious individual in the suit, doesn't it? The only ones who ever actually saw Robo Justice firsthand were Celeste and Hifumi.
Shush. The adults are talking now.
Fuck you.
Sorry.
As he said, only
No,
Celeste
listen, I'm
and
gonna walk out of
Hifumi
this
ever
chair
laid
and
eyes
fucking
on the
smack
costumed
him.
individual. If we accept that Hifumi was one of the culprits, we can't help but suspect what Celeste has said as well.
Are you saying everything they told us was a lie?
After taking Hifumi to the nurse's office, we all began our search for this individual, correct? And not too long after that...
If I was in this game, and if he said that to me... Fuck. I would've just gone, shut the fuck up. No one gives a shit.
Do you remember what Celeste said?
Saw a shadow of something moving on top of the stairs.
We headed to the second floor specifically because of what she claimed to have seen. Next, to draw us all to the physics lab up on the third floor,
she let out a blood-curdling scream.
And when we'd all come to see what was wrong, what was it she said? Once she'd done her job of getting us all up to the physics lab, it was time for her partner to get to work.
There you go! Downstairs, it must have been him for the nurse's office back above it.
It was to get us to divide into two groups. So that we would discover both bodies at the same time?
In fact, Celeste was precisely the one who proposed that we split up.
But with the two groups, I'll lead the hunting party. It's more interesting. Okay.
Well, if Celeste and Hifumi were working together, all those chance events suddenly become connected. And on top of that, that piercing cry of yours early on. That was to signal Hifumi, wasn't it? It was your way of telling him, we're on the third floor, everything's going according to plan. Why else would you let out a scream that could have carried across the sea?
I just realized another strange thing. When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, who we now know was only pretending to be dead.
Certainly not expecting this. I did not imagine that Hifumi would be murdered.
Celeste, you were the first one to say he'd been murdered. You wanted to make sure we wouldn't have any doubt in our minds.
I don't believe it. Everything.
Makes sense. Kill the crazy bitch.
The whole thing was one big act.
Tina, you were with Celeste when Hifumi's body disappeared, right?
Yeah. I was feeling kind of sick, so Celeste took me to the bathroom.
Took!
Wait! Then that was...
She wasn't worried about you. She just saw a chance to help Hifumi sneak out of the nurse's office.
Get that crazy
piece
bitch.
Isn't much by itself, but start putting them together and the picture gets very ugly indeed. Wouldn't you agree, Celeste?
I have no idea what you mean.
Don't bother trying to deny it. You made one fatal mistake.
Oh, did I?
I didn't even catch it myself when you first said it, but looking back, I can say that that one little slip-up was your undoing.
Yeah, well, now she's about to die, so I have to choose new best girl. Fuck.
I'm talking about what you said after Hifumi's body disappeared and we
Damn it,
returned
no
to
more
the
things
nurse's
like your
office.
voice. No! They must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around frightened and confused. We're all going to die here. We're all going to die. Like this guy.
I remember her saying that too, but I don't understand what's so strange about it.
Oh, fuck off, me fly.
Then pay attention. Sakura, Toko, and I were first to discover Taka's body in the equipment room. Then Makoto showed up and told us Hifumi had been killed. So Sakura and I left with Makoto. Once we were in the hall, we ran into Celeste, and the four of us headed to the nurse's office. Now, the entire time we were together, none of us said anything about Taka being dead. Think about it. Celeste's comment doesn't make sense. It was completely out of place.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Although I don't really get what it means.
I love this guy.
You hear that, Celeste? Everyone's having some trouble understanding. Could you repeat what you said? If you're really not the culprit, you shouldn't have any problem repeating it, right?
Yeah, so this comment doesn't make any sense, but what is he alluding to? No, 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 please, God, no, please, no! Fuck!
All I said was... They must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. They must be positively elated. We are all going to die here. We are going to die. Just like those guys died.
Wait.
That is all I said.
And that's all it takes to think. What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
All I said was... They must really be enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and
Confused. They must be positively late. We are all going to die here. We are going to die. Just like those guys died.
Thank God, because I think I fucked up.
And that is all I said.
And that's all it takes.
What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
So strange.
All I said was they must really be enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused.
What?
They must be positively elated.
What?
We are all going to die. We are going to die.
I need an explanation of why it's not
letting. What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
I need an explanation why the fuck it's not letting my bullets bullet.
All I said was they must really be enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and shoot.
Not even gonna look because I don't go fuck.
All I said they must really enjoying the sight of us. They must be. We are going to die. And that is.
And that's all it takes.
What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
Why the fuck do I have to do this? Why is it always Makoto? We have what? We have Hiro, Celeste, we have Byakuya, we have Toko, we have I think I'm missing one, but
they must really enjoying the sight of us. They must be. We are all going to die here.
Worth a try.
Shoot.
And apparently, because I fucked up, I'm apparently the culprit, which makes no sense. There's no reason why they would vote me out because I fucked up. That makes literally no sense.
I refuse
oh, he
to give
fucked up.
yet.
No, that's the culprit, even though there's so much evidence towards Celeste. It's obviously Makoto. I don't think those guys would make sense.
All I said, they must really enjoying
Not that
the
one.
sight of us. They must be.
Not that
We
one.
are going to die. Just like. And that is all I said.
And that's all it takes.
What was so strange about
Why do
Celeste's
I
comment?
have to do this? It makes no sense. Like, oh yeah, let's let Makoto do it even though there's like 5 other people here.
All I said, they must really enjoying the sight of us. They must be. We are going to die. Just like those. And that is all I said.
And that's all it takes.
What was so strange about
Fuck's
Celeste's comment?
sakes!
All I said, they must really enjoying the sight of us. They must be. We are going to die. Just like.
Let's go.
No, it's wrong. That's right. There's no reason Celeste should have said, just like those guys died. When she said that, none of us had told her Taka was dead.
Oh.
Exactly. And we didn't run into her until after we were all out in the hall. So there was never any chance for her to have seen his body in the equipment room for herself.
So how did you know, Celeste? How did you know more than one person had been killed? And how did you know they were both guys? Because Kyoko had also disappeared, right? So she could have been dead too.
You all have such vivid imaginations.
Just kill
you know
her.
that?
Imaginations.
You claim that I was lying when I told you about the suspicious person I saw. Then what about the picture I took? How do you explain this picture of the costumed villain dragging Hifumi away?
There's a third accomplice?
It has to be some kind of setup, right? So let's put the suit on. And then she used the camera's timer to
A third
set up
accomplice.
the picture.
Have you so quickly forgotten? You are the only one who could have possibly fit into that suit. Plus, I happen to know that this particular camera does not have a timer. In other words, it is an unassailable fact that this is a picture of Hifumi being dragged away. If everything I told you was a lie, how can this picture exist?
Simple. Are we sure that's really a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi
Can
away?
they pose the suit anyway?
What could you possibly mean by that?
Surely there are other explanations than the one you've offered up.
No, there is no other explanation.
Other explanation? If it wasn't a picture of the suspect driving Hifumi away, the only other possibility is...
I got it! It's not a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away. I would say it's a picture of Hifumi dragging the suspect away.
That's certainly within the realm of possibility.
I don't understand how.
The one being dragged off in that picture isn't Hifumi. but the person in the robot
I mean, the
suit.
way he's grabbing it, kinda.
We've simply been led to believe that it's the other way around. And the strange costume might only exist to lead us astray even farther.
And he was knocked out around that point, so...
If you saw someone wearing something like that in this situation, of course you'd notice and be suspicious.
That's what happened! You put me to sleep and made me out to be the bad guy in all this!
Such a thing is utterly impossible.
No.
Hifumi was dragging him away? Ridiculous.
Is it? I don't think it's ridiculous at all.
Then shut your mouth and allow me to educate you.
Just kill the crazy bitch. No. Fucks. No!
You dressed me up in that suit after I passed out! Then you just draped me across Hifumi and had him carry my weight! You tried to make me look like the bad guy!
Like I said, ridiculous. As you can see in the picture, the suspect is standing perfectly upright. If the person inside the suit was unconscious, there's no way they could stand up straight like that.
Then the
Wait,
fortune-telling
designed
idiot
to
is the culprit
pop.
after-
No way!
Blueprints, I guess. I don't... That's my guess. It's the
Dressed me up in
blueprints.
that. Then you just draped me. You tried to make me look.
Like I said, as you can see in the picture, if the person inside this, there's no way they could stand up straight like that.
Eh, worth a try.
Shoot! You dressed me up in that suit after I passed out! Then you just draped me across Hifumi and
Had him carry. You tried to make me look.
Like I said, as you can see in the picture, if the person inside the suit was unconscious,
shoot! You dressed me up in that suit after I passed out!
This isn't hard,
Then you
it's
just
just
draped me
unfair.
across Hifumi and had him carry my weight! You tried to make me look like the bad guy!
like I said, as you can see in the picture,
If the person inside the suit was unconscious, there's no way they could stand up straight like that.
I tried blueprints. Didn't work.
Shoot!
You dressed me up in that. Then you
Just draped me across Hifumi and had you tried to make me look
look like the bad.
like I said, as you can see in the picture,
If the person inside the suit was unconscious,
It makes complete sense. How am I wrong? I hate this.
shoot!
Oh my fucking god, I hate this so much!
You dressed me up in that suit after.
Then you just
I
draped
don't
me.
You
fucking
tried
know.
to make me look like the bad guy!
Why did it randomly just fall?
like I said, ridiculous. As you can see
in the picture, if the person inside
Wait,
the suit was
I already
unconscious,
tried that.
Shoot!
This game is so fucking garbage! It makes complete sense! Why the fuck am I wrong? I fucking hate this fucking shitty fucking game!
I refuse to give up yet.
Yes, give me the fucking answer. Cause this game is so shit that I rely on other people to give me it. That's not smart design. That's just this game being so poorly designed.
You dressed me up in that. Then you just draped me. You.
I'ma wait. For fuck's sakes, how did it drop? I know, listen. Shoot up, stand up straight with Robot Justice costume. Okay, stand up straight with Robot Justice costume.
Tried to make me look like the bad guy!
like I said, as you can see in the picture, if the person inside the there's no way they could stand up.
No, that's wrong. No. Even if the person inside the suit were unconscious, they could still stand up like that. Because that Robo-Justice suit had a certain characteristic.
That's right! They totally made a mistake when they made it, so it couldn't bend at the waist.
I'm not so sure that was a mistake. I think the suit was designed from the beginning to be used the way it was.
Celeste and Hifumi took the suit they'd specially designed and stuffed Hiro into it. That's how they were able to fake that whole thing. The point of it all was to make us believe whoever was in the suit was to blame.
Well then, I suppose this is checkmate.
Checkmate? Don't make me laugh, you idiot! What do you mean,
Don't
checkmate?
tell me I have to do that stupid rhythm shit even though I've already done it.
Celeste? Clearly! You want to cram me into your little guilty box? Well, there's one little problem. Have you already forgotten what Hifumi told us as he lay dying?
Saucy said that word. I mean, it was obviously a setup.
When we asked him who had attacked him, his answer was quite clear. What he said, and I quote, Yasuhiro. In other words, Yasuhiro Hagakure!
Wait, but my name isn't really Yasuhiro. It's actually Taro.
Your confusing statements don't make any sense. You're only making things more complicated.
He did say Yasuhiro, but are we sure he was really pointing the finger at Hiro?
What the hell are you talking about? I'll burn you alive!
Kyoka, what do you mean by that?
Think back to how Hifumi used to talk to us. How did he refer to each of us?
Shoot!
No. I mean...
I got it!
I gotta write somehow.
So if Hifumi did mean to say Hiro's name, he would have said his last name, Hagakure.
I'm sure it was just incidental. By chance, his first name. Indecent?
Don't talk.
Random chance. Now isn't that a convenient explanation? No. There's no reason to think he would have said the name any different than normal. But he must have run out of energy before he could say any more.
So Hifumi was trying to tell us the last name of whoever killed him?
But the name he said doesn't apply to anyone here.
Well, no. Hold on. There's one person it could apply to, and that's Celeste. She never actually told us what her real name is.
Oh,
what
yeah.
did you just say? To think you take your false accusation so far, I don't know whether to laugh or spit! Come on! Enough with your idiotic blather! Yasuhiro is a loser's name! Do I look like a loser to you?
Yes.
Well, do I?
No, you just look like you smoked a lot of fucking coke. Or snorted a lot of coke.
I think I've earned the right to be a little on edge.
Okay, then fill us in. What's your real name?
Make sure your ear holes are wide open and listen up! My real name is Celestia Ludenberg. Could you please stop making me repeat myself over and over again?
Won't give up. So then I have to do something to make her accept it. Oh, fuck. No, please, no, please, no, please, no, please, no, please, fuck. No! What, 3?
Hifumi was trying to tell us something.
Okay, someone tell me it. Fuck it. I'm not wasting my time. Just someone tell me it. I'm not wasting fucking like 15. I don't feel like wasting 5 minutes of my time doing this shit. Someone just tell me. While I wait, I'm gonna try, I guess.
He wanted us to know the killer's last name. Yasuhiro.
If there's one person here who might have that last name,
it would have to be you, Celeste. You haven't told anyone what your real name is.
How many times do I have to tell you? My name is...
Burst!
Celestia Ludenberg, God
It's upside fucking down!
How long do you plan to go on pretending?
I'm not pretending. It's the truth.
No.
And since you have no way to contradict me, that's the only truth there is! Moron!
E-handbook! E-handbook! I know it! I know it! I fucking know it! I know it! It's E-handbook!
He was trying to tell us. He wanted us to know the
I know
killer's last
it!
name. If there's one person...
It would have to be you, Celeste.
How many times, Celestia Ludenberg!
How long do you plan to
I'm not pretending, and since you have no way to contradict me...
Wait, no! No!
Truth there is! Moron!
I know what it is, I know what it is, I know what it is, I know what it is.
He wanted us to know the killer's last
I have to
name.
fuck up real quick, though.
Yasuhiro.
I had to fuck up real quick. I know what it is, I know what it is, I know what it is.
Hifumi was he wanted us to know the killer. If there's one person...
It would have to be you, Celeste.
How many times, Celestia Ludenberg!
How long do you plan?
I'm not pretending, and since you have no... That's the only truth there is!
What?
Moron!
I need an explanation on what the fuck just happened.
He wanted us to know the killer. If there's one person...
It would have to be you, Celeste.
How many times, Celestia Ludenberg!
How long do you plan?
I'm not pretending, and since you have no way to combat the only truth there is! Moron!
If they're supposed to help me, why are they ramming me in the ass?
How many times, Celestia Ludenberg!
How long do you plan?
I'm not pretending, and since you have no way to control...
Let's fucking go! I knew it!
That's it! The handbook!
What?
Anytime you turn your handbook on, it shows the owner's name when it boots up, right? Monokuma told us all about it before.
This handbook is an absolutely vital to the healthy school life, so don't lose it. And when you start it up, it will display your name. Make sure you always have the right one. Now, this night, everyday notebook has more than this. I don't care.
So all we have to do is check her handbook, and that'll clear up everything. That's how we can find out Celeste's real name.
That's an invasion of privacy. I refuse to cooperate.
Celeste, can you please just tell us what really happened? Please. Just tell us.
Even when I'm put in check, it's just my nature not to give up. Because...
I already did this shit once, I have to do it again.
Until the game's over, you never know what might happen.
Fine then. Let me go over the...
Oh! I love that face of him. This again? Looks like he's ramming a corpse. What? No. Wait, yeah, I think that's... Wait. Don't know why it has to be that way. Yeah. Weird. Camera. I don't know why we're getting others from the past. We use that number 3? No, that's 4. Number 4, all bloody. I don't think that would matter, just the ships. That's number 2. Oh yeah, he was checking his watch. But that's 1 o'clock. Which, that is... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Or is that wrong? That's 6? I can't fucking tell. 12, 1, 2, 3. Oh no, that's 6. And he died at 6. But that says 1. I don't know. That's good enough for me. Did I already use the camera? Wait. And they took a picture of it, yeah. He brought it up to me. We're all He's there, he's sweaty as shit. Nurse's office, he's not feeling good, he sprayed blood on him. And I don't... Then we all thought he was dead. I don't know what that can go to. Can't be that one, can't be that one. Then the Justice 3 hammer? It's a guess. And they wound up, used the tarp. Then that's the clean hammer. But what is that one? I don't know. I'm just gonna put this here so I want to see how much I got right.
What happened?
I want to see which ones I got right.
Before anything, the killer Hifumi, with an accomplice. The killer was
I know
able
I
to
got some of
execute a
that
number
wrong.
of
I'm not
otherwise
doubting
impossible
that,
schemes.
but I just want to see what I got right, and if I fucked up, I can get the thing back. Excuse me, what? It makes sense. So you're telling me that I don't know. I don't know, Ben. I guess 2?
Here's exactly what happened.
I don't... It makes no sense. Like, what the fuck would be... I don't know. It does none of this make sense. Just clock at 2 a.m.? That's 12.
Here's exactly
Right?
what happened.
Even though it's 1.